Hello, uglies. Desmond's here.
And LaCresha.
And welcome back to the channel. And today we are here to discuss the Boulet brothers, Dragula, Season 5, Episode 8. But before we get into it, I want to remind everyone to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. We are so close to our goal of 500 subscribers, and we would love to reach it by the end of the year. We can only reach it if you subscribe to the channel right now. We will appreciate it. We will love you to the moon and back. And, you love us. So go ahead. You see, we're matching. So.
However intentional or unintentional that may have possibly been.
That doesn't matter. We're matching.
Yes.
So, what did we think of this episode here?
This was actually a pretty decent episode.
It was a pretty decent episode. It's just I disagree with who won this week.
Facts.
But hey, it's clear they wanted them in the top 3. It's very clear. Very clear. Okay?
Yeah.
But let's go ahead and get
what? If I'm being honest, this was a very annoying episode.
Not annoying.
It was annoying.
Excuse me, how was it annoying for you?
Because it was too much like Titans. Now now that they done got rid of their big antagonist, now they want to focus on the fluff and love story. Man, if you don't get that out of my face.
I don't mind it. Was it annoying? Yes. I will say it was annoying. I don't mind it as much this go around because although it's been like the C storyline the whole season, it hasn't been like the main focus. So the fact that it was the main focus this last competitive episode, I'm fine. I'm fine. But was it annoying? Yes. So let's get into it. We start off with our intros from the Boulets describing what a monster is. We come back into the laboratory. They're talking, and we find out the Orgotic returned from the extermination. And then we got a kiss.
Annoying, nasty.
So Orgotic is being Orgotic.
Yes, and just so you know, there's no hate coming from me because I'm whatever I'm going through right now. It is literally just really, really sickening. Watch.
But some people just don't like to watch
Other people be affectionate.
Yeah.
At least not to that extent. That is like extreme PDA. A kiss, a hug, touching, I'm okay with. Just don't come in and just.
Now, they weren't doing all that now. Go back and watch again. So we come back and they're covered in even more blood. Just a little bit over the eyebrow. For the final one, they better have that wig. It better be soaked. That wig better be soaked in the final one. I can understand waiting till the last one to get the wig wet. But it better be next episode. And I'm talking about I want them drenched. But we had a special announcement from this young man here. And we find out that this week that they will be competing. Well, they have to present a kaiju look. And for those who are not familiar with kaiju, because I was like, what the hell's a kaiju? Think of Godzilla. King Kong. Along the lines of the huge monsters that come and tear up the city. This is a monster category. Monster. Just wanted to say that out loud. Monster. So for their fright feet, they got to go to a rage room. I'm like, oh, I'm jealous. I've never been, but I want to go so bad.
I want to go to a rage room.
Like, I just want to go and just break some shit.
Facts.
Break a lot of shit. But I've seen some other rage rooms that have more stuff for them to break. I'm like, this is just little shit. I've seen people breaking up TVs and computers and like, where's the big stuff? Yeah, they tore up a drawer, but where's the TV? Where the other chairs? Like, come on now, give them good stuff to break.
Tower, but
huh?
So there was a computer tower.
Like, give us something. My God. So afterwards, they start getting their looks prepared. I chose not to get a screenshot of them in the cauldron because no. So let's just go straight to the main stage. What do we think of the Boulets?
This looks a little lazy.
I wouldn't say lazy, but swans don't fit.
Too big.
Yeah, drags fit. Drag is good. But swans, I think it was probably the same size for both of them. And I guess they just didn't have time to take in swans because it just looks too big on her. Looks too big. Whoever's in charge of the makeup this season, give them a raise because y'all look good, honey. Y'all look good. Nice and pale. Nice and pale. So we are joined this week by Kevin Smith and his daughter, Harley Quinn Smith.
He really named her Harley Quinn.
He really named her Harley Quinn.
And I was like, Kevin, you lost a ton of weight.
Has he? I didn't notice.
Yes, because when he was doing Jay and Silent Bob, he was a lot bigger.
Huh. Maybe because the last time I saw him, he was this size. Maybe my brain just forgot. You know, the time prior.
Yeah, because I think they did a skit for the MTV Awards or something recently, and I saw that he had lost a lot of weight.
Kind of like with Oprah. I forgot Oprah used to be big.
You forgot Oprah used to be big?
I forget until I see old clips of Oprah. I'm like, oh yeah, Oprah was a big woman at one point.
Yeah, oh yeah, because Oprah yo-yoed really bad. She
did.
went from being real skinny to being like almost 300 pounds. Then she'd lose like half that weight, and you get a car, and you get a car. My favorite one is I got the American flag arms, and you see I got them too. Oh, say can you see?
Stop that. So for this week, if Roxy St. James had to bring a Kaijo look,
oh no,
what would she do?
That'd be like a giant hornet or something.
Remember, it gotta be monster.
Ooh. Okay.
I mean, you can still be a hornet, just remember, it has to be a monstrous hornet.
Exactly. You know, a hornet, and then like the stinger with blood on the end. Be a mosquito. Because the only other thing I could think of, but see, part of it was it can't be humanoid, so I couldn't be the Mothman.
Yeah. For me, I would be a giraffe. Yes. A giraffe that was being tested on by science. They gave it something, now it's really big and really killerous. That's what I would do. Kill a giraffe.
Because my only other one would have been like a Power Rangers robot.
Alright, let's get to the floor show. We have Neo Haru X first. This was everything. This was everything. Now, this is how you do a tail. To the point where people gotta carry or assist you down. Like, this was so good. Like, look at the mask. And even the skeleton heads off the shoulder. Like, there's so much detail in there. I get the kaiju. Trust me, I wouldn't want a snake to attack my town. That means you're closer to eye level with me.
Exactly, and they can get into all the little creases and crevices because they can constrict and contract. And
yeah, no, I'm good. I'd rather deal with King Kong any day. Don't you bring Mr. Anaconda. They can stay where they is, okay?
Because you can get into places that I can fit into when you're a snake.
Yep. What did you think of Neo's look?
It annoyed me they kept comparing it to Fantasia's.
I understand why, because we just saw one that didn't go so well.
Right.
So I know I would make that reference as well.
But I did appreciate the fact that there was texture to hers.
Yeah, this was good. Like, look at that.
Yes.
Oh, I got this up close shot. Oh, look at that. Oh, I love it. I love it. Up next is Blackberry. What did you think of Blackberry's look?
It wasn't terrifying. It was like beautiful moth.
Yeah, where is the monster? Like, yeah, that would be terrifying, but like, where's the monster? Like, it looks like some. Oh, you see that coming? Like, oh, that's cute.
Oh snap! Is that me? Oh my god! Yeah.
That. Like, I want to see something to be terrified from the jump.
Shit.
And honestly, I just think it was a color choice. I think the purple and pink just gave too much. You know, like,
Cute.
oh, I'm cute.
Right. If it had been like neon green, day glow colors, I think it would have been more terrifying. This would have been a really good time to get like the glowy fabric type situation.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So moving on to Throb Zombie. I love this.
Mm-hmm.
I understood what it was immediately.
Mm-hmm. Some sea monster with a tail.
Yeah, like, oh no, we must hide. We must hide. And I love the tail. The tail is what really sold me.
Mm-hmm. Because you can destroy stuff with it.
Yeah, and I think that's why I've always been more of a Godzilla person instead of King Kong. Because Godzilla can whoop whoop with that tail, honey.
Mm-hmm.
Get it
so
together.
not only can I eat you, but I can destroy your city from behind. I can kill two birds with one stone.
Yeah, while I'm attacking you, I can knock over this building. Or while I'm ripping up this one building, I can knock out half the population. Because for some reason, y'all are standing outside in the midst of all this.
Well, because there's really no place to hide in a situation.
There is no place to hide, but guess what? I would take my chances floor level in a building than outside.
Facts.
Floor level, hide under something just in case the ceiling caves in when they rip the building in half.
Mm-hmm. Go to the floor level, the ground level basement parking lot of some hotel somewhere. You still have more of a chance of surviving and getting out.
But up next we have Fantasia Royale Gaga. What did you think of this look?
She looked like a lobster. She didn't
Not a lobster.
She didn't look like a centipede. She looked like a fluffing lobster.
Yeah, I agree with the judges. It gave very much Marvel villain, Lucha Libre. Like it didn't give.
It wasn't giving monsters.
It didn't give kaiju. Like, I'm not scared of you.
No. Not
like,
with the break.
Me and my homies finna roll up. Like, what's up? Like, what's up? And then we're gonna go to Orgotic.
I don't understand why they won.
I don't understand either. I do get Monster from this.
I do get Monster.
I feel like it's not very polished at this point.
It really isn't, because literally it is a jumpsuit, and then they put latex on boots and wore them on their hands.
Yeah, I feel like it could.
And then they borrowed the horn from another challenge, elongated it just a little bit, and painted it a different color.
Yeah, like, I like it. I do. It's just, I feel like there could have been more at this point. Because, like, I think it was Fantasia who said, how many times are you going to pull out this same look?
Because it does.
We've seen this multiple times from Orgotic.
Exactly. And then, you're sitting here, and I know in seasons past where they're like, where they've been like, okay, I can't see your face. I need to see your face. And
I'm
Orgotic.
Okay with not seeing Orgotic's face. No, Orgotic is attractive. It's just like, I don't think every drag character should have to show their face. That's just me.
Right. And I mean, and maybe that's the evolution that they have taken. Like I said, I know in seasons past, like, they've had something to say about somebody who covers their face.
Because the only time I think we saw Orgotic's face was the Rock Challenge, and that was when they had to lip sync.
Right.
But yes, this is our top 5 here. Who had your favorite look?
I mean, if I'm being honest, it's pink and purple. I thought it was just purple.
Oh no, it's pink and purple.
Oh God, that's worse. Throb, I guess.
Throb. See, I was torn between Neo and Throb. I think I would have gave this to. I'm gonna give it. Ooh.
See,
For the
it's not easy.
For the category, I would give it to Throb.
Right.
I feel like Throb fit the category the best. I do, on the other hand, think the winner of this challenge should have been Neo.
Mm-hmm.
Because although I like Throb's looks better, I feel like it could have went to either or. Honestly.
You feel like Neo gave the assignment more.
Yeah. I'm more scared of Neo's. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
But Organic won. Why? And they have made their space in the top 3. Which this whole episode, the Boulets are like, we're going into the top 3. This is the top 3. This challenge determines the top 3.
Mm-hmm.
And then only tell us one. We'll get to it. But for the extermination, they have to stand on these pedestals here and hit each other.
Mm-hmm.
And then they could jump down and hit each other as well.
Mm-hmm.
The original prompt was, they have to be down for 3. But baby, that did not stop any of them. Which makes me think they were probably just told to say that. When in reality, they were like, just beat the shit out of each other.
Right.
But overall, I'm not a big fan of those, if you're not on the top, you're in the bottom situations. But in this case, I would have done it because I like this extermination. And if 2 people have to go home, it makes sense that if you're not the winner, line up.
Exactly.
Line up. So, afterwards, would you have done this extermination?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I would have done this too.
I've done it without doing it. Without an extermination. You go to any jumper park.
During the extermination scene, going into it, I thought we were going to see 2 deaths in one. I think we did, but they just didn't show us who the other person is. I think they're making us wait until the Last Supper. Just a little, be like, we're going to wait for 3 weeks. You got to guess who that next person is.
Right.
But
the person they showed, I kind of figured it was that person when I saw like their last in-person scene. You got a screenshot of it.
Oh yeah, when she was just like
hands in the air.
Like, okay.
She looked so tired.
But we found out Fantasia Royale Gaga is being exterminated, giving us a very Saw-esque. Did you get Saw from this? Because I did. You know, they're like, you have 60 seconds to find the key. And then you have a thing of needles. And I'm like, I remember that one where there was a haystack in hay in a needle stack. I think what it was called. They had to jump in there and find the hay. That scarred me. I remember that vividly. Gross. But can we talk about the actress that is Fantasia Royale Gaga? That was very much horror movie.
And you can totally tell that they had to come back and film these because she didn't have that much glitter on her.
Now, this is where I think we saw who the second person was, but they didn't show us. When she walked into this room, she looked up and screamed. But all they showed us was this. Which makes me think whoever the other person that was exterminated, that's who she saw there.
Right.
So I'm thinking at the beginning of the Last Supper, they're going to show how that person got there, and then Fantasia running in and seeing them, already dead. Right. But yeah, I just thought it was weird. Why didn't you show us what she was screaming at? Mm-hmm. So it makes sense in my head that it's the other person who was exterminated.
Right. Although, who's wearing that color?
I don't think this has anything to do with what they're wearing. Because for me, I think the way she's looking, they're probably hanging from somewhere. So maybe
Right.
part of their extermination, they got wrapped up by something. Like it's a Haiju thing, so maybe a giant spider wrapped them up or something. So
Right.
you're seeing
And they
what
would have been stuck to the wall.
they are stuck to the wall. They're hanging from the ceiling.
They're hanging from the ceiling. But, when spiders wrap you up, they wrap you up from head to toe.
Well, it just really depends. It's something along that line. I'm not saying it has to be a spider, but I'm thinking it's something along that line. Like it's
Hmm.
somebody's up there. We just didn't see who.
Right.
So that's what I'm assuming. I may be wrong. We'll have to see in 3 fucking weeks.
You sound so mad.
But yep, the gas was released, and we had to say goodbye to Fantasia Royale Mama.
Yes, Gaga.
I really enjoyed her on this season.
I did too. I'm glad she made it as far as she did. I wasn't surprised that she got eliminated at the last second.
So,
I think she kind of spoiled that a little bit on Instagram.
but I have a question for you.
Mm-hmm.
They made it clear that they're doing a top three. So
Right.
who do you think is the other person that was exterminated?
Um, Considering how they showed the battle and who they have favored a lot over the season, I think the person who went home was Blackberry.
Mm-hmm.
And again, only because of how the season has gone, I feel like it's
I feel like it's
Blackberry.
a toss up between Blackberry and Throb.
Well, no, because Throb went against Fantasia.
I know, but that doesn't mean Throb still can't go home. They didn't say one person from each battle. They just said we're going to a top three.
Right.
Because I feel like it's either going to be Blackberry or Throb. I don't know. I do not know. I don't see them sending Neo home. I just don't.
I don't see them sending Neo home either. Because again, like I said, like the way that they showed the battle between Blackberry and Neo was too much in Neo's favor, because technically, if you go by the rules that they set down originally, Blackberry won
Yeah,
against Neo.
yeah.
But then you go
Now I will
back.
say I will be gagged if they send home Neo. I'll be like, they really did
Me
it.
too.
They really did it.
Me too.
But then again,
But
I thought Neo should have won this week. So
But at the same time, you think about how that whole little battle played out afterwards, because although technically Blackberry got the first one, two, three on Neho, they were still letting them go back and forth. And at one point in time, Blackberry was on the ground and Neo had her hemmed up, which I think was just B roll, but
yep. But we'll have to wait 3 weeks to find out. So let's go
mhm.
ahead and wrap things up here. Krisha, where can they find you on social media?
You can find me at Cretia McGill. That's CRESHAMCGILL on all social media.
And you can find me on all social media platforms at Simply Desmond. That's SIMPLYDESMOND. Thank you so much for spending a piece of your day with us. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And we wish you a very Merry Christmas. We'll see you
Happy
before the
New
new year.
Year!
Well, yeah, we'll see you before the
Well,
new
yeah.
year. But have a Merry Christmas. If you don't celebrate Christmas, have a happy holiday, okay?
Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa, Happy New Year, Happy Merry Christmas, Happy
All
Holidays.
of it. We send you love, mwah, 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 and goodbye.